Champions League is back for another season, which means the fantasy game is too. With that in mind, we take a quick look at the best midfielders in the UCL fantasy game using previous, current and team form with the help of underlying stats. So here are my best 5 midfielders that you can own for UCL Fantasy 2023-2024 match day 1. So first off is Real Madrid's Jude Bellingham. Real Madrid have started their new league campaign fantastically. In the first 4 games they have played so far, they have won all of them. In the same 4 games they have also found the net 8 times, averaging 2 goals per game. One player who has stood above the rest is the new signing Jude Bellingham, who is priced at 7.5 million. Many were unsure about where he would be positioned for the Spanish Giants, but he has been playing in a central attacking role. To highlight just how good Bellingham has been since joining in the 4 matches he has played so far, he has bagged a huge 5 goals whilst also banking up an assist. With a great group with the exception of Napoli, Real Madrid have huge potential in the group stages. So this is how Jude Bellingham performed last season with Dortmund in the Champions League. He kept 3 clean sheets, also got an assist, scored 4 goals and 32 bold recoveries. 2 Player of the Match awards, taking his points tally to 52. And he was in a lesser team, I must say, than Real Madrid, that is he played with Dortmund. Just imagine how many points he would make for Real Madrid with this group. That is, he has Union Berlin, then Napoli, then Braga, a decent group. So I think he's a must-have in your matchday 1 squads. Then it's Bayern Munich star Leroy Sane. Bayern will go into their group with lot of confidence, knowing that they face an out of sorts Manchester United, Copenhagen and Galatasaray. The German side were averaging one of the highest scoring rates in Europe last season, so offensive investment should be on the top of the UCL fantasy manager lists. One of the many ways to get into that relentless Bayern attack is Leroy Sane, who is priced at 9 million. The German international is one of Bayern's most informed attackers, scoring 3 goals in their first 4 games. Not just this, but he also has a knack of performing in the Champions League. A good example of this was last season, where he picked up 4 goals and 1 assist in 8 games, taking its points tally to 48. And given that group he is in this year's UCL Fantasy, I think he could be a really good pick for matchday 1 squads. Next up is Bukayo Saka. Arsenal have also started the season in good form, winning 3 and drawing 1 of the first 4 Premier League games. They will be hoping to grow from that and get results against the likes of PSV, Lens and Sevilla, teams to target from an attacking point of view. An array of different attacking options at Arsenal could make it tough to single out them, but Bukayo Saka at 9.5 million could be the one. Not only has Saka managed 2 goals and an assist already in the Premier League, but he also tags his side's penalties, which is another potential route to points. In this group, with penalties and playing for a very sharp front line, Saka could be a brilliant option for the group stages. Then it's Man City's Phil Foden. The Champions League holders didn't just pick up the treble last season, but they also ranked as one of the highest scorers in Europe on average. Because of this and the fact that they face Leipzig, a team they scored 5 against last season, Young Boys and Zvezda, investing in their front line could be an absolute must. Rotation amongst the attackers has always been an issue with investing in Manchester City. However, recent injuries and departures have made Phil Foden 8 million irregular. Foden picked up 2 goals and 1 assist in just 380 minutes of football last season. He also has started his side's domestic campaign very well, collecting an assist in each game he has played. So if you want to bank on that Man City side, going only with Erling Haaland won't fix it. I think you should also own another attacker, and I think Phil Foden is the best route to that Man City attack. Next up is Dani Olmo. Leipzig have an interesting group in that although they have to face the current champions Manchester City twice, they also face Young Boys and Zvezda. Taking that into account, the German side have 4 very good matches where they could score plenty of goals. The standout attacker in the Leipzig side is Dani Olmo, who is priced at 7 million, who is much cheaper than the lot of the other options with less potential. Olmo has been brilliant so far this season for his side, scoring 5 goals and producing 1 assist in 4 matches. Not only are Leipzig in great scoring form, but he also takes their free kicks and penalties, giving him an additional route to points. So he also scored for Spain in the European qualifiers, but when they, I think, thrashed Georgia 7 goals to 1, but he was injured, I think, in the first or second half and got subbed off. So there's a case that he might not recover up till match day 1. So I do have an replacement in mind. It's his teammate Simmons, who is priced at 6.5 million, and I can say that he has been equally impressing as that of Danny Olmo. If you take a look at Simmons' stats this season, he has played in 3 games, he has scored 2 goals and 3 assists. His XG is 0.53, his XA is 0.26. So actually he has got a slightly better attacking output than Danny Olmo in the Bundesliga, and also is 0.5 million cheaper. So you can also go with him if Danny Olmo is injured. So that's it, guys. These are my 5, or I must say 6 midfielders that you can go for, best 6 midfielders for UCL Fantasy Match Day 1 2023-2024, and I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy your international break.